Hey gang, time to continue the second season of Mario Party with this third heat. To infinity and beyond. Everybody here is playing their second heat. Peach and Luigi have already had theirs, and they are tied at 16 points. Maintain peace in space, eh? Mm-hmm. So leading off will be Wario. Then Mario, Yoshi, and DK. So off to the west a little bit. If you haven't noticed already, the other thing about each of these boards is they all start in the southeast corner. Every one of them. There are 4 2 versus 2 minigames that have not been unlocked. I don't think that'll affect anything except a potential bonus feature at the end of this. But we'll see if that actually comes up. Somebody's speeding. Well, we are off to the right kind of start here, aren't we? So knowing what happens in the last 5 turns if people find themselves sharing a space with somebody, that happening space and what it does all around the board makes dueling a very heavy possibility at that time. Wait till you see the duel game for this one. And the item game for that matter. Oh... No! Yoshi's saving it for the team. I do believe we've seen both the duel and item minigames for all the boards so far. Or both of them, I should say. A speeder trap, huh? DK's turn. And it's fish.
Ready, go!
The speed advantage caused by carrying the little fish is offset by the time it takes to pass in the relay. DK might have saved a little more time by avoiding hitting Mario before, as he was sliding across. I'd say he had ample opportunity, but did not capitalize. It's very possible to win with technique. Just like that, everybody's got the money to get a star. Will it stay that way long enough for somebody to do so? Small exchanges have been the name of the game throughout the whole series. Well, 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 here we are again. You know what's great about this? It's been within the first 3 turns every single time. Every single time. And I'm pretty sure DK was the beneficiary last time too, of that first block. The battle goes to the animals. Something will happen after you cross that 5 times. That center unit. And now it seems like there's nothing stopping Wario from getting that star. The first track. That record you see up there of 30.93 is held by Luigi, who's not here to defend. Wario the only one to get a skidding start. Everybody was running pretty close until that moment. And now DK, the only one who has not spun out yet until that moment, had the lead. Careless driving everywhere you look here. Yoshi's leading, heading into the final lap. Now Wario. Could the record be broken? It might have were not for Wario's final carelessness, but Yoshi does win this game. Regardless of not having that feather in his hat. Obviously, Wario is getting the star. Nothing to stop him. Looking at the arrows, you will want to proceed north. So where that appeared, Wario is now positionally disadvantaged. Because everybody can go north off the center. And you see where that right turn will put him. It's that old carnival game. Raise the hammer, bash the bell. Or whatever else you can get, I suppose. Actually, you don't want to bash the bell because it'll knock the rocket back. Potentially all the way back down where Baby Bowser waits. Everybody's safe except for Wario, who has basically no money. So this isn't going to be the most exciting appearance, no matter how you put it. He's going to get caught. Extremely low roll for 3 dice, but that's enough. So who do we want to flip this time? It's Boo. Watch your shadow carefully. We've had Mario and a couple others miss their marks, and it's cost them wins. Mario might have it. Oh, he's got it. The field is divided in half between haves and have-nots. Yoshi's clear of the speed field. DK's not, and that happening is bad news for everybody else. They're gonna have to start from back there, but Yoshi missing the star does not seem too likely. Although there is one thing up there that could prevent him doing so. If it does, that's by his choice. Don't ever expect to see anybody go out on Blue Flame. If they do, feel free to laugh because they've earned it. Everybody's jumping at distinctly different times. More like a cascade centering back at Wario. Although I don't think position actually matters here. Whoa, that was sudden. Record was 32, held by Peach. The only record that isn't actually documented. Well, I see the happening tallies might rack up here. So Wario got nowhere. I can tell you that trap would be a detriment to what they're trying to do. Oh, my mistake. Is he further down? Yep. I was referring to Boo, who is a couple spaces ahead of there. Had Yoshi chosen to steal the star before buying one from Toad, he would not have been able to do both. There's some hope for anybody who can get past that northern field. Mario now the only one without a star. But provided nobody else bumps the happening space there, He's the closest. I guess DK has an extra plan. We did not have a clear-cut winner on this game last time. Oh, Yoshi bumped too far. DK right through the center, and Wario gone. Mario's not out of danger just yet. Yoshi's going to try and take a western cutoff off the east. But that's going to rely on further low rolls for Mario. And perhaps the help of some happenings. Because everybody's making progress and bearing close enough that one roll can get him safe. It takes longer to get that high slam, but it's worth more progress. DK's the first to do it. Mario's getting clear no matter what his roll is. Yoshi's still got time to get there. Or... there are a few ors that could happen here, you guys. Well, all I can say is Mario had better get that star quickly. Because if he can't, that event that happens from crossing the center 5 times, it'll have serious consequences on anybody on a particular line. They both go for the offensive on each other right at the start. Wario and DK draw first blood. Oh, almost a direct hit on Mario Yoshi. Purple beating green to the punch again. Firing another near miss. Fish isn't the target, boys. Maybe. Green completely missed its point-blank shot. Turnabout is fair play. We may see a shutout, guys. That is a shutout victory for DK and Wario. Yes, indeed. Boom. And As a result, we got us a tight race for first. Oh boy. And Mario wins the race. The field is even. Oh, look out now. That major diagonal fires this beam after the center is crossed 5 times. And anybody hit by that blast loses all money. Now, whomever steps off of that platform to trigger the beam's blast, no matter which direction they step off on, they're safely off of the main diagonal. Minimal punishment. Well, I'll tell you what, the race has shifted considerably here. It's no longer a race for first. It's a race for second, but it's still 3 ways. Yoshi very safely up in first. At least until that next star gets grabbed. Everybody would do well to bear in mind the fact that DK's holding that. What's funny is that the other 2 minigames on that roulette there have not been seen yet. At least not in this version, this season. This one, however, has. And it was a resounding comeback from 2-0. We won't see that again. At least not this time. Rather inept positioning here, because if you've got a front-back formation like that, you're not covering a lot of ground. Only 15 seconds left. If nobody scores the last goal, this is going to be a draw. But at the end of 60 seconds, if somebody is ahead, that team wins. Too late. Those are the only 4 games left to be unlocked, is the 4 2-on-2s we've yet to see. This is going to be a real cheap play, and poor Yoshi got the deep shaft of it. Pretty much, yeah. Grab the monkey, squeeze the monkey, contort the monkey for all you're worth. Yeah, I mean, they completed Fire and Ice at the end of the day. You know, I don't think Yoshi can even get his full 20 coins back. He kind of got shafted here. You may not get any back. And all the money went to the 2 guys. Yoshi could have gotten it all back. And all the money went to the two guys who paid nothing. Smells like a socialist plot, don't you think? Remember, the patrols are still out on both the south and the north. You want to ride those forward belts as far as you can and get your ass off the slow or the backward ones the moment it's safe to do so. Is it Yoshi? No, DK steals it. Now, if you have less than 5 coins to give, that won't happen. Right, now it stands to reason that whatever Wario gets his hands on, DK's just waiting to grab it. And he probably would, too. Again, you could, if you wanted to, use multiple items in one turn in this way. Oh boy. Anybody see Mario's coin count? Look at this. Well, that's good news for Mario, but I would have loved to see what happens on coins for Bowser. Bowser's got a history of being downright generous when somebody comes to him completely dirt poor. Now, by appearance, you may not think that got DK anything, but it prevented Wario from doing anything with that item. And he got a big enough roll. Thanks to that revolution, was able to buy that star with every coin he had. Alright, has anybody not hit that juncture yet? Looks like Wario. Give him red. Good, good. Looney Lumberjacks? Oh, come on, damn it. I really want to see all the minigames unlocked. Because there's some bonus content for this Alpha Play series. If we even want to call it that, considering it's got an official name. That I really want to show off, and I think we need every minigame to do it. At least in those 3 available categories. DK and Yoshi have held their ground ahead. Everybody has made one purchase up to this point. Remember, DK found that hidden block on the 3rd turn. It's been a running theme throughout this whole series. Because last time, I believe it was turn 2 that DK found that first hidden block. And on the season premiere, Mario found it on the very first roll of the fucking season. So it was turn 1 on the first heat, turn 2 on the second, turn 3 on the third. I think we're beginning to see a pattern emerge here, don't you think? Everybody's getting mushrooms, but here's what it boils down to. Somebody's gonna lose one. And it's Yoshi. Yeah, really, this is historical fact. And DK's gonna use that mushroom immediately. That's about the saddest progressional roll you can get, but hey, a 10-coin bonus is nothing to sneeze at. Especially when it all but affords you a free mushroom. Yes, Chibi, all of the hidden blocks I just listed off, all 3 were stars. All but 1 hidden block so far this season has been stars. Only 1 wasn't, and I believe that happened last time. Was worth 20 coins, the only other possibility. Getting back to this, the record of 35.1 yards is held by Luigi. Oh my. DK did it. By how much? A little over a yard. DK with his first record on the board. At this point, everybody except Wario is currently on the board. Although he's previously held a record. Unfortunately for him, he needed that game. So he's going to continue cycling. Anybody who loses that star race could be suffering some financial consequences. That hurt everybody. Mario less than anyone else, if you know what I mean. I mean, I can think of better times and better situations to use that. And unfortunately for him, well, alright, I guess it depends on how you look at it at this point. Now everybody's on the star road, but nobody's going to be able to buy that star. And Yoshi is about to make it that much harder for 2 of our players. The beam will not fire if there's nobody on that diagonal. So here's the deal, gang. Everybody is on that orbit for that star. Be very interesting to see. Oh, what? Is everybody... Yep. Now things get interesting. Everybody is dirt poor. There can't be a battle game that way. And with the use of that mushroom, there won't be. Again, I certainly wouldn't have used it at that point. And that center platform is going to get a lot of service. We're still not catching any games that we haven't seen yet. I realize I'm kind of breaking the fourth wall by making mention of unlockables and shit, but whatever. It took only 10 seconds for that statue to go down. Unfortunately, it's not a record to be recorded. The only real reason hot rope jump is because after so many jumps, that can get pretty fascinating. Now that right there is the biggest way to get a star. It would take a terrible misfortune for Wario not to get this one. Can't be good for your back. Certainly ain't good for your equilibrium. Or your blood pressure if you're not careful. It's Wario's star to lose. Too bad for Yoshi, so close. Well, I'm pretty sure the revolution would hurt him right now. And the potluck, no doubt. If Wario's unlucky, this could hurt his shot at the star. Nope. Another minimal loss. Well, I suppose any loss will screw you if you've only got 3. And again, we missed the new game. Just how many times can we consistently miss? Green fired way too late. Again, slow draw is not going to give you any help in this game. Oh, near miss. Check your timing. We could see another purple favorite shutout. I don't know how he did that. It's another shutout. Seems like Wario's downright unbeatable at this game. If he wants that star, he'd better get it now. And he's gonna. Okay, where to? Oh, it's a long walk back. Players are going to have to go north. The Sniffit patrols another, or the speeders field is another way there, but the Sniffit's out, and that's just going to send everybody back further. And there's only one happening space on that orbit, right at the corner. Yeah, nobody there. Track 2 again. Yoshi defending his record. You can see it up at the top of the screen. Very reckless driving. That is no way to establish a record. Points where you got to take it easy there. Did Yoshi steal it? He sure did. Expanded upon his own record by just a bit over a quarter. And now we're going to get a taste of what that trap looks like. Oh no, we saw that earlier. When it ran everybody to the star orbit. Never mind then. Well, that investment pays off immediately. And I just noticed only the Whomps get caught, while the Thwomps do not. We haven't seen any special mini-games, or not very many. Battles, the items, they've only happened a couple times a piece at most. DK with one final swift maneuver. I mean, it really doesn't. I don't think. It didn't last season. Yoshi's obviously not thinking, and Mario's a goner. 1, 2, 3. I believe this one's over. East will only get you that small loop. Makes this star probably the toughest to get out of all of them on this board. Such a long walk around. Gives you plenty of time to gather coins, but that's a long race to win. I really want those specific 2-on-2 minigames, but I'm not going to alter history for them. Now that I notice it, the Thwomp is moving slower than the Womp did. You know, I find this to be a very worldly game. You, Crane. Easy drop on Wario. Now, we remember what happened the last time somebody got cute. Tried to get all 3 dolls in one go. Yoshi's not going to make that same mistake, but is it enough? Here's hoping, apparently. Does he have a good grip? Looks pretty tight. He got him. I have seen it done without getting any time bonuses. But in that circumstance, the dolls had the 3 slots closest to the pipe. It's doable in that case. You don't want to be doing it if you've got one off in the opposite corner. Appears as though Mario may be pulling out all the stops, but he needs money first. I don't expect that beam to have any real impact. As you can see, everybody is way off the diagonal and away from the center too, so it's a really a non-thing. We got Goomba this time. Wario planned that out a little bit better than the others did. Sometimes it's all that matters is proper planning. The one way you can guarantee it. DK's free and in the race. Remember, money is still a thing for DK. Wario very nicely up. Oh. Incidentally, that was the first round this season where nobody fell off. Or the first turn, at least. Seems like that's gonna be a once-in-a-lifetime deal. Oh, dear. Well, I'm pretty sure we've seen that happen before. And Wario's lack of foresight is going to remove that good place. But it'll put him 2 stars ahead, so if he can build enough money up, he'll still be alright. He better do it quick, though, and hope for some kind of low roll. Yoshi, on the other hand, won't have that problem. First, he'll clean out whoever he chooses if he makes the right choice. Oh. DK was left with 1. Regardless, Yoshi's about to get another shaft. To the tune that not only does he put up by far the most money, but he only has a 50-50 pick. Would only be beautiful poetic justice if Boo can win this for Yoshi. Not looking too likely, however. But he does it! We don't even need a photo finish, do we? Oh, come on. Is this really necessary? We can clearly see who made what places. Well, Yoshi manages to break a whopping 1 coin ahead. And all of a sudden, Yoshi's the one in grand position to get the star. Uh-oh. See, Bowser's capable of a certain degree of philanthropy, I guess. Alright, guys, I get that you were put in a bad position to begin with, but come on now. You know, Yoshi could, or DK could incredibly easily have swept all 3 in one shot. Now I'd say he's chosen the stationary bonus over what would have been almost a surefire victory. That was certainly an interesting decision. That's unbelievable. And if he wins the next game, this stands to become a thrashing. What a sad, sad waste. He could have done better than that on a single block. And it's a shame because he had enough money to steal that thing away. Ladies and gentlemen, this next minigame is extremely important to the fate of that star. And multiple people could win it. If Wario survives the 30 seconds, the star is his just on positioning alone. But he doesn't. And it looks to me as though Yoshi is going to be the one to take it after all. Mario is simply too far away. That is just too bad for Wario. Yeah, I don't think that was the wisest course of action. Because now Wario gets into this battle game free. Well, we have a mathematically easy pot. 30 coins on the pumps of suspense. God, this music still haunts me to this day. Now, unlike Day at the Races, this minigame favors position. If you're in first place, you get the best odds to start out. Maybe it'd be a good idea just to not touch the yellow pump. Or maybe it is, what do I know? Pushed his luck with the yellow once too many. It is possible for the fourth place player, all this being said, to win without ever touching a pump. Yoshi has defended his money very nicely over the course of these battle games. And as a result, the next star is his. You still want to remain north, but it's not nearly as big an orbit this time. Look out, there's going to be some motion here. I think everybody's getting caught. Well, look at that. Everybody's on that orbit. I'll explain certain stipulations after this minigame, because things could... somebody's in for a time here. That's actually pretty good. Oh, boy. Wario's got a chance here. DK's got to do the whole dance alone. And he did it! Great save. Now, get this. Where that trap just put everybody, there are 4 people here, and only 3 more steps onto that center platform. Somebody is about to be drained of all their coin. Oh, 2! My error. If Yoshi's gonna save his money, he had better get out now. He can't. Oh, no. All that hard work, all that money. Well, we can safely say that the Coinstar record of 88 that Yoshi has set is currently very, very safe. We'll get a turn check after this turn, or after this game. Sometimes you get by with a little help from your friends. Well, DK's the only one with star money right now, and he did start the closest. We've seen all three variants now. I think I see a count. Somebody's got it. Do you guys know who? If you guessed Mario, you're right. Or if you counted 17, you're right. Either way. It's too bad. Oh, that pretty much tears it for DK. To get himself that star. DK barely scraping far enough to get it. Unlike in last season, where the boards that had rotating star spaces only had, I want to say, 7 different places they could be. This time, we've got 8. And they don't necessarily go in a cycle either. They could repeat. And have repeated. You've seen them bounce back and forth from one to another. If you do well in this minigame, you may well have amassed a fortune. Get it? Because you're climbing a mast and, never mind. DK again hangs on to one coin. By the way, where are we at here? Just a little past halfway. There's some money. Huge deposit. Jeez, just can't catch a break here. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe paying for that patrol is a good idea. Get yourself off of that path. Matter of fact, once you have enough money, it'd be a wonderful idea because it'll put you right on the star orbit. Funny, I remember seeing this exact scenario at the beginning of this heat. Yoshi saved it for the team last time. Will he have to do it again? And if he does, can he? I feel like Mario may have gotten DK there. This time Mario performed worse. Mario's got plenty of money with which to do that. Now, how unfortunate would it be if this time, with the trap out, they got all the way through? I mean, to me, it only seems like natural occurrence that that's how it goes. But DK continues to roll big tens, and guess what? Mario's investment is going to pay off. And it'll help him. It'll help Yoshi. Won't do that much to help DK. Because again, he's seriously lacking money. And it would take a roll of less than 3 for Mario to lose this star. I believe the working title for this minigame was Up Yours with a Totem Pole. That pole can be dropped in 5 perfect slams. Overall, that's generally the best way to do it. Well, Wario's going for a longer ride than he wanted, I'm sure. Now he'd have to bear south off the center. Mario pulls himself right back in this. I don't know. Maybe that helped Wario after all. But that's going to depend on how quickly he can get himself up there. Somebody's gonna lose some money, it looks like. But first... Mario Party's Ultimate Looking Contest. Wario's got to survive 2 turns. And he couldn't do it. Yeah, not a very easy game to win as the single player. And unfortunately, the victim is Yoshi. Just 1 space shy of safety. Too bad for him. And now, this is a race between Wario and Mario. Or... not. And Mario's gone from being dead last to 1 star from the lead. Sucks to be Yoshi at this point. What he's doing is smart. He's staying on that rotation to try to build some coins. And then he can just shoot off to the left the next time he gets around there. Well, we know what happens now. Besides, surely those coins are going to wind up getting paid back eventually. Items have been pretty few this game. That could get DK into a good position. And he would need to switch with the critter carrying the big fish right now. Well, Yoshi might have had it had he only gone around. You want to stay far away from that exchange because you're not going to be able to get past it or through it. A key, huh? Well, I guess now would be the time to start talking about what help the keys would be to this star. And that's going to be a pretty short conversation because they really don't. Wario's tearing it up this heat. Oh, is that all? Hey, the first full pot. And now it's time for a jack-off. Oh, you've been waiting to see a jack-off there, Chibi? Huh. A tie at the top. Well, so much for second place prizes. We're just gonna split it right down the middle. Whoops. Honey, I'm home. No, let me rephrase that. Honey, I'm comb. Make a little fruit salad. Well, well. Score 1 for the Sapiens. Now which one will win? Actually, it's kind of anticlimactic. Mario's got the shaft. Playing opposites, group of 3 technique, whatever it is you want to call it, Wario had it right from the get-go. Right from the get-go of 1v1, that is. Seems to me like Wario may be saving that warp block for a more favorable situation, where there's more than one person on that southern orbit. Oh, too much. Oh yeah, this time, as opposed to there being one sack floating on the previous season's course, this time you gotta earn your 5 coins. You gotta jump for all 5 of them. And everybody did. Look at that. Too bad. A very costly lapse of attention takes 2/3 of Mario's money out. What a size difference. Good lord. Talk about forward thinking. He knew he'd land on the blue, which gives him enough. But it would be... Well, DK's managed to even the playing field, but he could have screwed Yoshi pretty reliably with a coin steal. Reliably and arguably economically. You'd think hanging horizontally like that with your head held down would be a real strain on the cranium. Did Mario just give DK full frontal? Is he about to dual blow Yoshi? I mean, look at those motions, guys. And Mario better move it. Like I said, that is not some shit you want to be pulling with the dolls that far away. Yoshi may be about to fully even the playing field. Mario doesn't have the money to make that steal. And he knows it. Pretty decent blend of items, though. He might nab something. And the playing field is completely even. But Wario has a very dire and very immediate threat on the coin star. That's essentially a full lap for Yoshi. Unless he can pull a trick with the Northern Patrol. Not the most horrible thing for him being, you know, broke and all. Let me smash. Yeah, just stand there. Just, like, keep trying to shove over a monkey, like, 5 or 6 times your size, and sit there like a fucking sitting duck. Well, that's, not quite how I would do it myself. Well, Wario could have Could have bought himself a guaranteed speed trap. Instead, he overtakes the Coinstar record. I don't think that's quite what Mario was after, but that's the risk he took. Now he's got a key that really won't help him as much as I'm sure he would want. Suppose that prevents Wario from using it later, but at the same time, what good does it do him now? Well, we'll see if Wario decides it's in his best interest to buy it now. In the meantime, DK and Mario are going headlong for that star. This is a game that could potentially do Mario a lot of good. And if the others are capable of navigating the quicksand, they can benefit themselves too. Nice immediate drop for Yoshi. Geez, the team is doing quite well in that sand. Remember, Mario commands the sand from his spot. Great score for DK. Wario doesn't make the same mistake twice. They're on the other side of that junction, but it does cut down their walk considerably. I mean, it's doable, but their odds are not good. DK was fortunate enough to hang on to his warp block. There's a new game, finally. Not new, because we've seen this last season, but it's a new course with a new record to be established. The default, 1 minute. From what I understand of that course, that's very easily beatable. I mean, look at that, 15 seconds, and they're well over halfway. Could 30 be broken? Sure can. 28.2 for Wario and Mario. Now, everybody in this tournament currently holds at least one record. That's gonna cost Yoshi. Oh no, and possibly Mario. Oh, Mario got caught. I think the table has just been set for DK. As Mario continues to expand, or Wario continues to expand upon the Coinstar record. Yoshi now doing all he can. Ah. 210s would have been wonderful at this moment in time. As would, of course, the pipe dream of being able to get enough coins in time. But this is up to DK. who's one space short. The speed trap, were it to be set off, would knock DK away, but I don't think there's one set at this moment. Making that work is going to take Mario winning this minigame on top of a very precise roll. A lot of stuff has to happen in order for that to happen. A lot of tiles to flip this time, and Yoshi's just downright flying. Unfortunately for him, he slowed down at exactly the wrong time. Wario's just continuing to go up, up, up. Alright, we're getting close to Final 10. Yoshi doesn't have the money. Mario didn't get the roll he needed. All in all, this means DK will not be stopped, and he has taken the lead. Up. It's that long roundabout. Are we going to see a different arena? Well, no, more or less the traditional arena, which used to be a grass platform over water, much like the bumpy one now. I guess that's one way to surrender. Although I don't think surrendering to Wario for either the Coin Star or the Game Star is a very good idea. Wario, for some reason, is opting to take a longer route than was necessary. A little bit of a scenic route if you ask me, but Mario did find the hidden boo. And there's the second chance time space on top of that. As usual, behind a door. Wonder if the hidden block is behind that door too. It's highly possible. I wonder why Yoshi would opt to do that. What is he planning? Whatever it was, it certainly didn't pan out for him to get the star. But it'll open the door for another item. One of them here, if he can get his hands on, would help greatly with any situation like this. He didn't get it. That should put the field on notice for any items they may think they're after. The fast song. Yeah, pretty clear cut that time, I think. Whoops. Misstep. Well, everybody's on even ground. The previously unseen third track. The default record is 1 minute. And look at all these big curves. But conversely, there are small curves. The defaults are set up so that it's kind of hard not to break them. Wario took it easy at just the right time, at least on that first exchange. He had the lead heading into the final lap, but it just might be Yoshi's to lose. And lose he did. Wario takes it back. There are still 3 2 versus 2 minigames yet oh my lordy. Are you telling me we're playing balloon cars for over 150 coins? Oh my god. Guard your sixes, guys. This is high stakes. Goodbye, Wario. Oh. Thought Mario was gone for a sec. That escalated quickly, and DK's about to become a rich ape. Pity coin goes to last place, 107. Oh, that's gonna do some good for the Game Star, for sure. Not to mention, that puts DK up in nice contention for the Coin Star, too. Now you saw the counter, right, guys? Somebody's in for a time. Is it going to be Wario or Mario? Or Wario or DK? Oh, wouldn't that suck terribly for DK to win all that money and lose it all for losing this race? You know, I think it would have been funnier if the music had sped up as the record was spinning faster and faster, and then back down to normal speed. They kind of missed something of an aesthetic opportunity there. Oh no. Right there that's about to happen is a sad, sad shame. A triple-digit figure of coins just went straight down the tubes. As did DK's opportunity at the coin star. Man, chalk that up to just a bad positioning. That gold mushroom is tough to get. Doesn't take much to bounce all the way back to the bottom, although I have seen bounce backs that still resulted in an item. Not easy to accomplish, but I've seen it done. Now, is anybody going to be able to get past that speed field? Come to think about it, it's actually reasonably possible that Wario threw that item game, knowing that DK currently has that chest. Stop. 3 coins right on the first branch. How about that shit? I have never been able to figure out the timing to land on the same block face like that. I've always missed it and gone to the next one. Seems to me like you gotta hit your jump button as quick as you can. Just hit that A button right when time starts. But I've never been able to figure that out. So if you want the same number as the person before you, honestly, you're best to just wait the extra second and let it come back around. That was not smart. If you have the ability to shove a honeycomb down someone's throat, you take it, and you would have gotten the coin anyway. Jeez, if you want to rebuild a lost fortune, that ain't the way to do it. This 45? Yep. Wario made it past. Mario made it past. He's probably going to make the steal to take the lead. Yep. And that's going to result in Wario taking an uber shaft financially. Raking in the money. If you're gonna scoop a poison mushroom, scoop it early. Mario's playing for dominance here. And he just sealed it. Second place is sealed too, so the point of continuing seems utterly moot to me. I mean, I doubt anybody I would play with would have bothered continuing at that point. Pity coin to Wario. Yoshi got free. 5 turns left for somebody to get that star. We'll see if they can after this game. Yeah, don't bother moving. See, when the center mushroom came first in Mushroom Mix-Up, everybody tried to, like, huddle in. Seems the team has learned better from prior experience, at least for the most part. Or, maybe not. Honestly, looking at these rankings, it's anybody's game. I guess he thinks that chest will make any difference at all. Remember what I said at the beginning about those speed traps providing ample dueling opportunity at this point? Well, we just might see it, so sit tight, folks. Oh, we're gonna see it. You know, what's funny is... What's funny is that if Wario had gone after DK, he wouldn't have taken all that dueling money that he could have bonused himself with. Get as close as you can to 2 seconds, high or low. The smaller difference wins, no matter what direction. Or maybe it was best that Wario did what he did anyway. But here's a rare thing. Mario must now defend that money that he just won. And I believe also that that is the first time this season, or at all really, that a duel challenger has lost his duel. But now Mario must defend that money. Again, touching the monkey. We saw this exact variant played earlier today. Yoshi has done incredibly well in battle games, but that big one that DK won earlier gives him a decent standing for the Game Star. And Wario with his long strings of wins for minigames. Yoshi taking the smart, frugal method, but picking the wrong target. He only got 2 coins net gain there. Yoshi's nearing the star, as is everybody except poor DK, who still can't get out of that field. Now the race is on between Wario and Yoshi. Mario could join it with a strong performance here. He needs 20. Those sacks being heavier will sink faster. Keep your eyes out for them. And hope they land toward a cliff that you might have more time to grab them. Take treasure divers, hammer drop, put them together, and that's what you get. Well, Mario needed the performance that both Yoshi and Wario took. Instead, he's still not really a contender for that star. And Wario gets there. There's not much time left. Let's see if another star can be gotten. Well, it's DK's, if he can get that far that quickly. Everybody else has to take a pretty long way around. Oh, crafty decision by Mario to take the west-going branch. That just might get him there if he can avoid the happening spaces up north. That's another crafty choice by Yoshi. And you know what makes it that much craftier? The fact that he knew he was going to land on it. Now watch where that lands them. Not only sets up a duel, but it's definitely closer than having to run the full lap back around. Somebody may need to win a gold mushroom or something to get there, but it does cut the path. Wario won it, clocking the same exact difference as Mario did, in the same direction, too. This has not been a good day for the challengers. And a little exercise of role reversal. This time Mario is on the turbine. And he's off the turbine in pretty quick fashion. DK hasn't been able to stay on the turbine. Wait, no. It was Yoshi who survived one and lost one. Well, Wario couldn't do the job either. So far, the turbine controller has not been able to make this work. And Wario, for the first time in a while, has lost the lead. I do not expect the coin beam to be set off again. What is Mario doing? He's diverted himself off the star path. I am admittedly a little bit lost as to why. That was quick. Yoshi treading the line there. That would have been a spectacular save on Wario's part. Goodbye, Yoshi. I don't know if that's something you want to see at this stage of the game. It's awfully hard to recover from a lost fortune. Oh boy. Oh boy. Mario must be banking on a crazy high roll with that shroom. One steal is useful, one steal is not. That's the useful one. And DK will now all but guarantee himself that star. He would need 3 ones to miss it. Not the greatest roll ever, but certainly good enough. And DK made it. I don't know. The beam may go off just one more time. Uh-oh, and the fun doesn't stop there. There's a coin and star swap on this board. That was not there last season. Coin swap. Okay, what's the damage? Wario gets 24 off of Mario. Certainly not the biggest impact ever. Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, DK's screwed. Having just bought the star, obviously that puts him close. Who else is he going to get? He could have gotten Wario, but effectively chose not to. What is up with that? Is there some kind of collusion we were previously unaware of? In any event, DK now defends that freshly set record of his. Doesn't get broken this time, but Mario won it by a long way. Oh, a star block on the last turn would have been something special. Decision time for Yoshi. $51 coins. This is going to be big for the Coin Star. Or the Game Star, rather. Or maybe even for the Coin Star, too. Target of 4 seconds, and again, the challenger loses. Wario may yet expand on his record. The beam does go off once more. And it's going to take everybody for their coins. So the results of that duel were utterly meaningless. That's over 200 coins in total that just disappeared. Let's hold that right there. There are going to be some ties here, guys. Most likely. Or a tie. Well, Wario missed one of those coins anyway, so that's going to break the tie. Yeah, no ties. Unless the stars even out for Mario and Yoshi. Jeez, that's the most... That is just the lowest coin finish I've ever seen in my life. And amazingly, Wario had the most coins. He sealed it. Yeah, they evened. Sucks when a position is determined by the dice. Black Hole Bowser is here, huh? Evacuate! Evacuate! So I can tell you this, guys, nobody's getting points for coins this time. It's all stars and positions. Nothing's impossible. Especially when you consider that a fat lard like Wario can move with that kind of speed. Goodbye. I mean, it's over at this point. Everything I gotta do now gets done off screen, so... I'm in. That's it for me, guys. Have an alpha night.